Hello everyone, let's start the installation of Hadoop 2.2 on Ubuntu. First of all, what we need a VMware player for that. We can download it from the Google and just install it into our Windows system. Once the VMware player is downloaded, we have to download the Ubuntu image. Once it is downloaded, we have to configure our Ubuntu image into our VMware player. Once it is done, we will get a window like I have in my screen. This is called a terminal on which we can write the commands. How we can get the terminal? We can just go to our dash, just write terminal. We can write terminal and we can get the terminal over here. Okay. This is used to type the command. First of all, what we need over here, we need to update the repositories first. For that, we have a command sudo space apt-get update. It's asking me to put a password. The password is password PASSWORD. It started working now. It is updating the repositories of my Ubuntu. It will depend upon the internet speed. It will not take more than 1 or 2 minutes. As you can see that it's done in my machine. Now I can proceed further with the other commands. What we have to do, we have to download the Open Jdk now. For that, we have a command sudo space get install space open jdk -6 jdk. I'm downloading Open Jdk 6. It's asking me to download or not. I will give a permission of here y and start downloading. As you can see that it's 0% done. It's 33 minutes remaining. Now to utilize our time, we can download the Hadoop jar file as well. We can say a tar file side by side. What we can do for that, we can just right click on it and open a new terminal. A terminal will be opened and we can download the tar file of Hadoop 2.2. For that, we have a command. I have already copied the command, so I will just copy and paste it over in the terminal. But for that, we need to put a command wget. What is the purpose of wget? It is used to download the file directly into our Ubuntu or a Linux operating system from the server. After I have written wget, after that we have put a space. Now I have given the path of download to file. I will press enter. Now it start downloading. Now I have two things downloading side by side. One is JDK 6, second is Hadoop 2.2. Let's wait for that till it downloads, because till it downloads we cannot proceed further with the other commands. So we need to wait for that. The size of our Open Jdk is near about 170 MB, and of Hadoop 2.2 we have a size of around 1.104 MB. If you want to download JDK 7, like I have used the command Open Jdk -6 -jdk, instead of 6 you can use 7, and the version 7 will be downloaded in your system. But I will recommend you to go with 6 as of now for the Hadoop purpose. Hadoop 2.2 is we can say a second generation of Hadoop, in which we are dealing with the latest versions of Hadoop. Earlier we are dealing with Hadoop generation 1, that is Hadoop 1.2.1, Hadoop 1.2.0. We have different versions for that. But now we have switched to second generation, that is Hadoop 2, so we are dealing with that now. Ubuntu is an open source in which we can say a vanilla software in which we have to download each and everything from our own, starting from the scratch. Nothing will be present over here. As you can see that Java is downloaded 88% and Hadoop file is downloaded 66%. So let's wait for the Java to download and wait for the Hadoop also to download it. I think Java will download first because it is 98% done. 99%, 100% done. Now it will untar the packages of that automatically. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to write any command for that. It will automatically do it. As you can see that it's unpacking the Java files and all. Let's see side by side what is the status of Hadoop. It's 77% done. So we have a remaining 22% remaining. Speed is also quite good. So it's showing 94 seconds left. Let's wait for that till it downloads. In my second terminal, it's untarring the packages of Java 6. Java is done. It's untarred the packages as well. Now with the command we can check it out whether it is installed successfully or not. For that we have a command java space -version. Put enter, it will show the version of Java downloaded in your system. Right now I have downloaded 1.6.0_31. So this is the functionality of Java. Now let's wait for the Hadoop, it downloads, so that we can proceed further with the commands of it. It's 90% done. It's showing 44% remaining. Sorry, 44 seconds remaining. %93 done. 94. Only 6% left. After that we will see the real scenario of it. 97%. No, 97. Okay. Okay, it's done. Now with the help of ls command we can check it out whether it's downloaded or not. We can see that it is downloaded fully. Now what we have to do, we have to untar it. So for that we have a command tar space -xvf space name of the file. Name of my file is Hadoop -2.2.0.tar.gz. Let's press enter. It will untar the packages of that, all the files of it, Hadoop 2.2.0. It's done. Now again we will go for the command ls to check it. See, it is done. Hadoop 2.2.0, a folder has been created with the name. Now we will see the configuration files of it to configure the path and all. So what is the status of that? The folder, it's Hadoop 2.2.0. Okay, let's see what all file it contains. It contains bin folder, include, libexe, notice.txt, sbin, etc, lib, and all the files and all. So the configuration files are present inside etc directory. For that we use a command cd space etc. Oh sorry, I press stc. Okay, now I am in Hadoop 2.2.0 and etc directory. Let's see what all file it contains now. It contains only one folder with the name Hadoop. Let's go inside that and see what all it contains. I'm in Hadoop directory. See, all the files are present inside this. Hadoop env.sh, coresite.xml, mapred env.sh, mapred writes.xml. These are the important files which we need to configure it, and we will get the outputs after that. Means we will see the daemons running after it. And yeah, this is also an important file, yarn-site.xml, which we'll be using to configure the path. Okay, let me come out of all the directories by using a command cd. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to set the path of Hadoop and Java which we have downloaded. So that will be done inside the .bashrc file. .bashrc file is a hidden file which we cannot see by using a command ls. See, I have given the command ls. I'm not able to see that file, but there's one more command as well to see that file. ls space -al space b asterisk. It will display all the hidden files starting with the b name. Okay, there is some error in the command. ls-al. Okay, so this is the bashrc file which we have to configure the path. Okay, instead of, I have not used the dot before b, that's why it given me an error. Let me use it over now. ls space -al space dot b asterisk. Sorry. Okay, so we have only 3 files with the name starting .b: bashrc, bash_logout, bash_history. Now we have to edit the file .bashrc. To edit the file, we have a command sudo space gedit space .bashrc. It will give a it will ask a password. Password is password that I put earlier, so same password will work for you. A new file will be created. We can say not created, a file will be opened. Bashrc file will be opened. Now we have to set the path inside that. Let's go at that last. I will show you what all path we have to configure in it. It will be Hadoop related path. First of all, we will be setting Hadoop related paths. First of all, we have a command export space Hadoop. Okay, sorry. Hadoop. Sorry. Export Hadoop underscore. I'm setting the Hadoop home path. I have set the Hadoop home path now. Now after that, I will set the path of configure directory. Means the files which we have seen. Code site.xml, mapped.xml. For that we need to set the path now. Hadoop underscore conf underscore directories. For that we have a path Hadoop -2.2.0. It's the name of the folder which we have downloaded. After that we have to proceed further to etc directory, and after that we have to move to Hadoop folder. Inside that all the directories are present, so it will take the path automatically from there. Now we have to set the path for mapped home. For that we have a command Hadoop underscore mapprit underscore home. Hadoop -2.2.2 on .0. Now the mapped home is set. Now we have to set the common home now. Instead of writing the commands, you can also copy paste the command from the installation guide which you have. We can easily copy paste the command in Ubuntu. There is no restrictions in that. Let me close this. Now proceed further with the commands. Common home is done. Now we have to set the path for Hdfs. Export Hadoop underscore Hdfs underscore home to home directory. Okay, Hdfs home is set. Now we have to set the home of yarn. Her yarn underscore home equals to home directory and the folder where it's present. It's present Hadoop hyphen 2.2.0. Okay, so these are the path we have set for the Hadoop purposes. Now we have to set the path of Java which we have downloaded. For that we have a command export java underscore home directory in which it automatically downloads its user lib jvm java hyphen 6 hyphen. I will show you by the terminal also the position of a Jdk 6. You can verify the file name of the file from there also, so that it should be present at the same, means the name should matches with the same. Now let's set the path of Hadoop bin directory. This is the last path we have to set in the bash rc file. Hadoop path home directory home. Before that we have to use path colons okay. So these are the paths of Hadoop we have set. This is the Java home we have set, and this is the path of Hadoop 2.2 we have set. So these are the only configurations we have to do in .bash rc file. After that we can just click on the save button and close this out. It will take you to the command. We can type another command in that. Now before proceeding further, let me show you the location of Java which we have downloaded. The location I have given cd space usr lib jvm. Inside that let me put ls. Okay, so I have given this. We have Jdk 6 and 7, but I have downloaded Jdk 6 and it's present over there, and I have set the path for it. Let me come out of the C directory and let me clear this out. Sorry. Okay. Now let's proceed further with the other commands. .bash rc means if we are setting any path for that, we can use in any, suppose we are working with the other installations as well, so it will work for all. .bash rc. Now we have to set the Hadoop path as well, means we have to set the Java home in Hadoop env.sh as well, so that we can use it for Hadoop also. So for that we have a command cd space Hadoop we can use Hadoop underscore conf directory, means in which all the directories are present. We can give a path as well, cd. Let me take you to the longer path, Hadoop 2.2.0, after that etc, after that Hadoop. Okay, we are inside that. Now we have to edit the file. First of all, Hadoop env.sh. For that we have a command sudo space gedit Hadoop hyphen env dot sh. Okay, so the file has been opened. Now I have to give the path of Hadoop inside that. As you can see, a Hadoop underscore home has been given. Now we have to comment this, or we can utilize this line only to set the path. Let me just comment this and write a new line to set the Java home. sorry, Java -6 Open Jdk -i386. Okay, so this is the name of the file and this is the directory. Let's click on the save and close this out. Now we have set the Hadoop env.sh. Let's proceed further with the other directories that we have to create it. Now let's work with the core site.xml. We are already in Hadoop directory, so we can directly give the command sudo space gedit space core -site.xml. A core site file has been opened. Now we can give the configuration inside that. So what all the configuration we have to give? First of all, we have to define each and everything inside the property. I hope I have given the spelling correct. Property. Yeah, it's correct. Okay. Inside that we have some name of it, and after that it contains some values. So name is fs default.name. fs.default.name. After that we have to close that as well. Let me just increase the size of it so that everyone can see it easily. Okay, now I have to set the value. In this we are setting the Hdfs path. So for that, Hdfs localhost. It will automatically take the IP address of a local host, and 9000 is the port number on which it will be running. Okay, and now we have to close the property. Okay, so it is closed. So these are the configurations we have to do in core site.xml. Now let's click on the save and close this out. After that we have to edit the file of hdfs site.xml. For that we have a command sudo space gedit hdfs -site.xml. Hdfs site has been opened. Now we have to set the configuration inside that. So let's see what all configurations we have to do inside that. First of all, as I have done in the core site, we have to start with the property. After that, it should contain some name and it should contain some values. So name is dfs.replication. I'm setting the replication factor inside that by giving a name. Now in the value we have to give the replication factor. What replication factor I have to give? 1, 2 or 3? Value is 1. I am giving as a replication factor. Okay, so this is done. Now let's close the property of this. Now we have to set the path of a name node as well as a data node. Means Hdfs contain these two things. So let's set the path for it. So for that we have to again open the property. We have to give some name. Name is dfs dot name node dot name dot directory. Okay, so inside that we have to give the value, means the location of the file. I think I have missed one step. I have to create the directories. So let me do one thing. Let me just pause this step over here and open a new terminal and set the directories side by side. Okay, so I've opened a new terminal. To set the directories, we have to make a directory, we have to use a command mkdir -p, and we have to give the location where it has to be created. Okay, I'm giving the home directory of inside that a folder with the name Hadoop 2_data. Inside that a folder with the name Hdfs, and inside that we have a file, a folder with the name name node. Okay, so a directory has been created. In the same way, we have to create the directories for the data node as well. I can use this upper cursor and just change the name of data node instead of name node. Okay, a directory has been created. Now we have to use the same path inside the hdfs site.xml. Let's give the value over here. File will be file : okay, I've already given. So now the location of it, home_user Hadoop 2.2.0 Hadoop 2_data -hdfs -name node. Now after that we have to close the value. Okay, so work of this property is done. Now we have to close this property as well. Okay, so we have set the property of a name node. Now we have to set the property of data node. So we can just copy these 4 lines, select, copy, and paste it out over here. Just we can change the name of data node to name node to data node. In the name we have to change, and in the value we have to change. Apart from that, each and everything will be same. We can cross check once because it's we have set a lot of configurations, so we can just cross check once before closing the file. Properties opened, name we have opened. After that we have given the name, we have given the value. There's one mistake I have done, so I will just rectify it. Properties closed. Now again a property has been opened, a name has been closed, value, it has been closed, property has been closed. Again a property has been opened. Okay, each and everything is fine. Now we can close it and proceed further with the other files. Core side is done. Let me just close it out and go to the same terminal. We have set the path of Hadoop env.sh, core site.xml is done, hdfs site.xml is done. Now let's set the path in yarn site.xml. For that we have a command sudo space gedit space yarn-site.xml. Okay, a yarn site has been opened. Now inside that we have to set the properties of our node manager. You must be thinking that in the previous 2 files we have not received these lines. So it's not an issue much. If you want, you can delete this line as well, or just keep it as the same. It will not create any issues to you. Okay. Now first of all we have to set the path of a node manager. Again what we have to do, we have to open the property, close this out, we have to give some name, yarn.node manager .aux-services. Okay, a name has been done. Now we have to give some values. What is the value of it? Let's see. Value will be MapReduce_shuffle. Hope I have given the spelling correctly. Yeah, it's correct. Okay, a value has been given. Now we can close the properties and proceed further. Okay, we have to set one more property inside that of Hadoop MapReduce part, which will be linked with yarn.node manager only. A name has been opened. What will be the name? Dot node manager dot aux hyphen service dot map reduce dot shuffle dot class. So the value will be org dot apache dot hadoop dot maprate dot shuffle handler. This is the value we have given. Now we have to close this value and we have to close the property now. Okay, so this has been set. We can cross check once whether each and everything is fine or not. Okay, it's look like each and everything is fine. S should be capital over here. org.apache.hadoop.maprate.shuffle handler. Okay, it's fine. We can close it out and we can proceed further. Now what we have to do, we have to edit the maprate.xml file. This is the last file we have to set. Now after that we will be going for the installation. We will be starting the daemons and check it out. So let's open this file. Before we open this file, because by default maprate site.xml will be empty. So what we have to do, we have to copy the template of maprate site.xml.template to maprate site.xml. Let me show you one thing. ls. So inside that we have two files. Where are these? Okay. Okay. So one file is this maprate-site.xml.template. Okay. So we have to copy the template to maprate-site.xml because by default maprate site.xml will be empty. Let me show you one thing. Sudo space gedit maprate-site.xml. Okay, as you can see that by default maprate site is empty. So we have to copy the template of maprate site.xml.template to this file. And let me show you the file. Let me close it and open the maprate template.xml. Okay. So as you can see that it's somewhat like the previous files that we have opened. Hdfs site.xml, core site.xml and yarn site.xml. So we have to use basically for the starting the daemons and all, we have to use maprate site.xml. But by default it will be empty, so it has created the template file to copy the template into that. Okay, so to copy the template we have a command cp maprate hyphen site.xml dot template to maprate hyphen site.xml. What we'll do, it has copied all the template from maprate site.xml.template to maprate site.xml. Now let's open the file of maprate site.xml to configure the properties. Okay, now let's see the file of maprate site.xml so that we can configure the path inside that. For that we will use a command sudo space gedit space mapped-site.xml. Earlier you have seen that mapped-site.xml was blank. Now once we have copied the configurations and all the templates from mapped-site.xml.template to this file, it has copied each and every content to it. Now we can set the path and properties inside that easily. So what we have to set inside that, first of all, again we have to open the property. After that we have to give some name. Name is mapreduce.framework.name. After that we have to give the value. Value is yarn. Once it is done, we have to close the property now. Okay, so this is the only thing we have to set in mapped-site.xml. mapreduce.framework.name, it is the name. After that the value will be yarn. Save the file and close it out. Okay, so this has been done. We have set all the configurations that are necessary for the Hadoop 2.2.0. Now let me just come out of etc and Hadoop directory. Let me do one thing. Let me just come out of the whole directory, Hadoop. To run the daemons and all, we have to use the directory Hadoop's, means the file Hadoop-2.2.0. After that it should be sbin. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to fire the command Hadoop-name node. We have to format the name node first. It shows command not found. So let me check. Okay, before starting the daemons and all, we need to set the configuration of a SSH key, means so that you should not ask the password while starting the daemons. So for that we need to come out of Hadoop directory. To set the SSH key, we have a command SSH space, not space, hyphen keygen space hyphen t space RSA space hyphen p. P should be in uppercase, space, double quotes. There should not be a space between the double quotes. This step should be followed very clearly. Let me just repeat it once again. SSH hyphen keygen, after that there is a space, after that hyphen t space RSA space hyphen p space double quotes. That's it. It will generate a key. It will ask enter file in which we have to save it. So by default the location is Hadoop user SSH. So let it be the same. We have to just press enter and it has been created. Now we have to move that file to authentication key. So for that we have a command cat space location of a home directory. Now we have to move the ssh id underscore rsa dot pub to home. After that authorized key. Authorize underscore keys. Okay, so it has been copied now. Now what we have to do, let's cross check once all the files that we have configured: core site, Hdfs, yarn and maprate. So for that we have a command cd space Hadoop 2.2.-0, after that etc, after that Hadoop. So let's start with the core site.xml. No, we have configured Hadoop env.sh first, so let's go with that first. Hadoop-env.sh. What we have done in this, we have just set the home path of a Java. So it has been correct now. We can close this out. Let's check for code site.xml. Generally, we need to cross check that we have closed all the daemons or not. Okay, we have found one mistake over here, that instead of value we have given name. So let's rectify it. Property name and all. Okay, rest each and everything is fine. Save it and close it. After that, let's open Hdfs. Okay, property name value, fine. Okay, it's correct. So we can just close it, save and close it out. After that, we have to use yarn. Okay, we found one mistake over here as well. We have not closed the property by putting the backslash. Let's save, close it. Now the last file we have to cross check is mapretesite.xml. Property name value property. Okay, it's fine. So we have cross checked also each and everything. Now we can proceed further with the formatting of a name node, and then at the last we will start the daemons of it. So for that, just come out of the Hadoop directory, directly give the command Hadoop name node -format. Okay, it shows command not found. So let me check what, either we have to move some directory to it to make it run. So just let me cross check once. Okay, to format the name node, we have to move to Hadoop folder, that is Hadoop 2.2.0. Sorry, it should be cd. Okay, after that we have to move to bin folder. Inside that we have to format the name node. For that we have a command Hadoop space name node space -format. Okay, so it's formatting now. Okay, it's done. Okay, to start the daemons we have to move to sbin directory. Daemons are present inside that. So let me come out of this and move to sbin. Okay, so we are in sbin directory now. So let's start the daemon of data node first. For that we have a command Hadoop space -daemon.sh start data node. Okay, so our data node is starting. Okay, it's done. We can give the command jps to check whether it's running or not. Okay, it's running fine. Now we will proceed further to start the other daemon. Now let's start name node. For that we have a command Hadoop -daemon.sh space start name node. Okay, so our name node is starting now. Okay, it started. Let's go with the JPS to check whether it's running. Okay, so data node is started earlier. Now we have started name node. So both are running fine. Now let's start resource manager. As resource manager is a daemon of a yarn. So for that we have a command yarn space daemon dot sh start resource manager. Let's cross check the spelling first. Okay, I missed R over here. Okay, let's start it. Okay, starting resource manager. Let's see. Okay, so resource manager has started, data node has started, name node has started. Now let's start node manager now. For that we have a command yarn hyphen daemon dot sh space start node manager. Okay, so let's press enter and check it out. After that only one daemon is left, that is history server to start. Before proceeding further, let's go JPS and check the status of it. Okay, so for all the 4 daemons are running fine. Let's go with history server now. To start with, we have a command mr hyphen job history hyphen daemon dot sh space start history server. Okay, history server is also starting. Let's go with JPS and check it out. Okay, so resource manager has started, data node has started, name node has started, node manager has started, job history server is started. Okay, these are the 5 daemons that we have to start in Hadoop 2.2.0. So it means that our cluster setup is ready and we can proceed further with the hands-on part. We can check one more thing through the browser whether the health is fine or not. So for that we have let's go to Mozilla Firefox first.